Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to the channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, especially if this video does help you at all. I'm just making it because it seemed like a few people are struggling with it, so I thought, you know what, if I can help anyone with it, may as well do it. So today we basically have to deal 3 million with a Rising Rush against one of the units that we come up against. So the three units that you come up against are obviously Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin. The equips that I have on the Chatsu are these. Very good one, I must say. It's very, very good. So, like, not a lot of you, I'm guessing, will have one as good as that. But if you do, obviously use it. I'm doing this to boost attack as much as I can, and you definitely want to put that on. If you do, instead of this one, if you do have his Awakened equipment, put that one on instead, because it will fare you better in the long run. The team that I ran for this event were these 5. Because he provides 35% strike attack and defense, he provides both defenses, he gives crit and health, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, purple health and crit. And then he provides blast attack, he provides like 30% strike attack, so that's basically the buffs that I'm giving. You can obviously use different purples, different people to buff him, but this is the best ones that I came up with for my bench. If you do want to run 2 units, because I only ran Chaozu in this, I didn't run a second unit, you literally can take out Great Saiyan, for example, and just put in Tien. The green Tien, just put him in there, and run him, make him basically Rising Rush fodder if you happen to get hit by it, and just absorb all the damage with him, because the main way you'll be able to deal Rising Rush of 3 million with both of them on the field, is you have to let Tien go down. You'll not be able to, in my experience, I've done it a few times, you will not be able to get above 3 million damage with Tien and Chaozu on the team, on the field at the same time. Unless perhaps you have the Awakened equipment giving him the max stat of attack. That's a possibility. I don't have the Awakened equip, I'm not going to waste my time. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so here it is, 3v1. Now obviously a lot of you guys will maybe struggle with this, especially if you are new at the game. But who knows, you might actually prefer doing this method, because this is the most reliable method I used. Obviously I did get defeated quite a few times while doing this, because I'm one character versus 3 of them. But the issue, well, it's not the issue, the thing that I noticed most is, every single time I did get the Rising Rush off though, I did above 3 million damage. There was not a single time, excuse me, that I did this event. I think I did it about 5 times. It took me about, 4 or 5 attempts to obviously defeat them all and get the Rising Rush, because you can't Rising Rush the Tien, as far as I'm aware, if you want to get all the damage, because the Tien he tanks it, and I've actually only managed to get above about 2.8 million against the Tien. So I wouldn't advise rushing him. And I would also not advise rushing the Krillin as soon as he enters the field. Give him about 10 counts, because he does have sustained damage cut in the beginning when he enters the field. So you just got to bear that in mind. So he will take reduced damage and possibly not actually let you get the full 3 million. Now the biggest issue in this entire event obviously is the Tien, especially if you do run this method. As you'll see, I am drop comboing after every single card. The reason for that is you get your Vanish back. You get your key back a lot quicker, and you're able to drop combos, so at least they don't get the full sustained damage cut. I did sidestep there, but the game is just like, yeah, it's okay. So, like for Tien, for example, I don't know if he has to actually cover change, but it doesn't matter. Even if he doesn't, it helps you in the long run of you basically get your Vanish back, and you deal good damage. So, as you can see, after every combo, I basically get my Vanish back. Granted, sometimes I do leave it nearly too long, so you just have to be careful of that if you do try this method. But other than that, that's pretty much how you do the method. You just got to keep sidestepping and be careful, like this. So now I sidestep into the Rising Rush, because Krillin no longer has his sustained damage cut. But even better is that the CPU switched in the squishy Yamcha. Now, I did have a blue card in my hand. That did help a lot. I would highly recommend, if you can, keep a blue card in your hand like I did. You could see that I wasn't going to be using mine for the entirety of it being there. basically try and save the blue card as long as you possibly can, because it will help you obviously get the higher increased damage. So, unfortunately, I did fall for the tap blast there. It's very unfortunate, but do the method of getting your Vanish back, and you'll be able to get it back in no time at all. I mean, I've got mine pretty much back. So now I went for a little bit of a ballsy play. Unfortunately, he was left with a bit of HP. Luckily, I went for a single tap, and it evaded. Luckily, I didn't go for multiple taps, because that could have cost me the game. Here, I just counter the blast card because I have to. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, but I live. The most important part is I live, and I knew it was going to sidestep, so you go for that. You learn a few tendencies when you play against CPU events like this for so long, and over so many months and years. So, yeah, that's basically how you do it, guys, with just Chaozu. But like I said, if you have his awakened equipment, it will be a lot easier for you guys, especially if you have higher damage stats on his actual damage slot. You'll do a lot better than I did. So that's basically how I did it with just Chaozu, and yeah, I hope this video did help you guys. If it did, remember, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe while you're over there, and I will see you all in the next one.